Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I've had a few students shoot me a couple of Edsby messages and emails about how to access Clever and what Clever is and how to even get to Clever and things like that. So I figured since I don't have much going on tonight, I would at least record a video and upload it to Edsby so y'all can see how to get to Clever and how to use it and things like that. So that's what I'm going to do. So this is my laptop. Obviously, your home computer or your own personal laptop is going to be different, but you can access Clever through Google Chrome or Internet Explorer. I personally like using Chrome. So you're going to open Chrome, and then in your search bar, you'll type in Clever HTTPS and clever.com, Hillsborough County Public Schools, Clever login, you'll click that. This login with Active Directory, that's what I always use. Sign in with your district account. So this is my account login, and here's my password. I'm not going to show it to you. You just click sign in. And this is what Clever looks like. So my favorites, I've used Pearson Realized and Zoom. Zoom is what we're going to use to meet, quote, quote, face-to-face, how we're going to do the virtual classroom. This Pearson Realize is your Pearson book. It's got all this other stuff that you can check out if you want. But mainly the two things that we are going to use is, and Office 365, I guess I should favorite that. We're pretty much going to use Office 365, a little bit for communication and maybe some tests and quizzes. Zoom is going to be the virtual classroom, and then Pearson Realize is the textbook, where your textbook is going to be located, and where some of your assignments are going to be, things like that. So I'm going to click on Pearson Realize just to kind of show you what it looks like. I know some of you may have not accessed the online textbook before, so this is kind of an introduction to that. So just for example, I'm going to do Algebra 2. But for me, obviously, I have Geometry and Algebra 2 because I teach both. Geometry, if you're in my geometry class, you'll only have access to that. Algebra 2, if you're in my Algebra 2 class, you'll only have access to that. So I'm going to click on Algebra 2. Mine is going to look a little bit different than yours. So Algebra 2, we were on Unit 6. So for example, like 6.3 is the one that we're going to start. So I have, mine has the teacher edition text, interactive lessons, examples, and the try-its and things like that. So what I will probably do is I'll probably assign some of these. Not all of them, but I will assign some of them. That way you guys can look through them. You guys can, read the textbook on here. You can look at examples. You can do some workout problems. I will also try to download and record me working through some of the problems. You have to bear with me on that because I haven't done it on this computer yet, but I'll figure it out and post one. But for example, so let's say that we want to look at the first example. So here's example 1. It says understand logarithms and try it. So you would click on it, or I actually think when I assign it, you'll have it there, and you'll click on it, and then it says solve the equations 2x equals 8 and 2 to the x equals 8. You'll click solution, and it shows you a step-by-step scenario. So for the first one, obviously you divide by 2 and you get 4. The second one, it kind of talks you through it. It says like, to what exponent would you raise the base 2 to get 8? So it's just teaching you how to use logarithms, and gives you the definitions and things like that. This use structure button, it kind of gives you just a little bit more, a little bit more of a, what's the word I'm looking for here? Explanation. It gives you more of an explanation about what we're doing and things like that. But this is kind of just a general overview. So again, like Clever here, for example, this is pretty much what we're predominantly going to work with, is from Clever. Again, just go to Google, type in Clever HTTPS. do your login with the Active Directory, get your login stuff, put your username and passphrase, click login, and then I would favorite all three of these just to be on the safe side. It's ultimately up to you what you want to favorite, but definitely these three would be my best advice. So with that being said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to EDSB message me. When we start using Zoom, I will talk about how to use that more. I'll probably make another video on how to access Zoom and things like that. But for Clever, at least take some time, this week, play around with it, get your bearings with it, and we'll go from there. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.